listening to New Kids on the Pod with your hosts, Momba, Tony D, and JYD.
Make it bounce, make it jiggle, what you sitting on? You know that you're gon' break it down to the floor. Break it down, move around, what you sitting on? You know that you're gon' break it down to the floor. Make it bounce, make it jiggle, what you sitting on? That ass make a brother need crash insurance. The booty get any bigger, you gon' need.
Hello, everybody. We'd like to.
And it's so hard to say goodbye to yesterday. And I'll take with me the memories. And I don't know the word, but it's so hard to say goodbye to yesterday. Hello, this is NKOTP, and life is meaningless.
What the fuck?
I'm Momba. That doesn't really matter. And my hefty friend over here is Junkyard.
Look at the pot calling the kettle black.
Listen, man, we lost a friend.
Who do we lose?
Hold on. Let me build up to it. We lost a very dear friend of ours. Somebody we're never going to get back. It's a very gloomy day. We lost Worker Park Tavern.
Oh, I thought you were talking
Have
about.
some goddamn respect. Stop laughing.
I thought you were talking about your co-host.
Huh?
I thought you were talking about our co-host.
Oh, Tony?
Yeah.
I don't care about him. I know you guys recorded an episode without me.
Yeah, the last episode.
Why you guys? So, do they know why we recorded recording?
No, because we're not in the business of selling out our homies.
But the point is there's scheduling conflicts, right?
Yes.
And to accommodate and
The listeners.
we recorded. You recorded one with Tony.
Yes.
And then you recorded one with me.
Yes, and they're obviously separate weeks.
Yeah. So that was very smart. I give you a pat on the back for that.
Thank you.
But anyways,
even though Tony was very inconvenienced.
so what? The motherfucker if he has time to watch every show on Netflix, he has time to record. If he has time to watch every CW show imaginable, he has time to record.
Oh, also, this is not a YouTube video streamed or video podcast. This is only audio only because of time constraints, just like the last episode.
Because you're going to Mexico and you don't have time.
Exactly.
Okay.
But they were listening to this. I'm already in Mexico.
Yes. Let's get back to what really matters.
Tavern.
Wicker Park Tavern. For some of our faithful listeners and people who know us, Wicker Park Tavern, also known as the Tavern, was a local drinking establishment that we all frequent, some more than others, mainly myself. Junkyard less frequent.
I frequented it a lot.
As a matter of fact, I don't even think Junkyard liked it. If you asked him to go, he would complain.
So this is...
and he would go there begrudgingly.
Okay, so this is what's going on. So I frequented a lot when I was single. Between my current wife...
Those 2 weeks?
And...
Between your your ex-fiance and your current wife?
Yes.
Okay.
It wasn't 2 weeks. It was a lot longer than that.
Crazy 2 weeks.
It was longer than 2 weeks, all right? And I had a lot of heartbreaks going on around that time. And, it's just... I used to try to pick up baby girls, and I'd get muffed all the time, especially, by hot blondes. And it's just, back then at Tavern, things weren't coming up Junkyard ever. I used to get home at, 6 a.m., drunk.
Man,
full of gyms.
Those are the days. You know what's funny is that not this weekend. So this weekend that just passed was the last official weekend that the bar was open. The building got sold. The owner of the building
rented.
Huh?
Rented.
Oh, the building got rented.
The building I rented, but the actual owner of the building still owns the building.
They still own it?
Yeah. It's just
Okay.
they're renting it to.
And the owner hasn't said what it's going to be rented out to. Anyways.
It's under wraps.
So the bar is shutting down. So not this weekend, the final weekend of it, but the last weekend, my girlfriend went with me, and she got super drunk. She was out till like 5 a.m. And then the next day she was like, I don't know how you used to do that. I don't know how you used to do that every weekend. And then my only response was love. Love for that place. Like you said, being at that bar till 5 a.m, and then wanting to go get gyms afterwards.
Yep.
And driving inebriated.
Very dangerous.
Very
We don't
dangerous.
recommend it, nor do we.
But
Yeah.
I had so many great times at that place.
Don't drink and drive.
So
kids.
many memories. And I'll miss it. At first, I didn't think that it was that big of a deal. Because lately, I haven't been going there like I used to. I mean, everybody's getting old. You know, everybody's getting older. Everybody's getting more. People are getting committed, myself included. People are, branching. They're moving on with their lives. And so I didn't go there as much. But it wasn't until we found out that it was closed. I was like, fuck. I realized, like, that was a great place.
You know what they say? You never know what you're missing till it's gone.
Till it's gone. Like some of the servers there. Like I remember, I'm not gonna say her name.
You should, because you say shout out. You don't have to
Okay.
say their full name, just the first name.
Okay, Z. I remember when she was a server there. Well, she'd always been a server there, but she'd always say like, "Oh, I'm so tired of this place." Blah blah blah. But when we went there on the last day,
And she was really sad.
she was crying.
Yeah.
So, never know what you have until it's gone. And I saw how emotional everybody got. It was like a drink. I mean, it's more than a bar. It's not just a bar. Bars come and go. It's about the relationship, the community that it's like a village and you build it. And they go there they don't go to their drink, they go to their socialize. And
It's like Cheers.
yeah, they go there to talk to their fellow man. And it's a place where you get to hang out. It's like a club for adults. Like a kids club for adults.
Kids.
I don't know what you would call that.
An adult club?
Adult club, yes. And just sad that it's closing down.
Should we send out a shout out to all the people that worked there that we loved?
Uh,
Or, that either worked there and left with the place or worked there previous?
no.
Why not? We can recognize them. They provided us a service. They loved
Okay.
us. They were like,
I don't know if they really loved us, though.
well, to a point we were.
If any of you guys are listening,
Friends.
which I don't think any
Nobody
of you,
would listen. Nobody.
I don't think any of the people that work there do listen to this.
No.
But I don't think they loved us. You know what I mean?
I'll still send a shout out. Shout out to.
They probably loved the tips that we would give them.
Yeah, but still, I think they liked seeing us. They seemed certain ones seem genuinely happy
That's true.
to see us.
That's true.
And some of them hung out with us outside of.
yeah,
Canada.
okay. So you got a point. Okay, that's fair.
So, shout out to Mary, Bianca, Brian, Ziamara, Ariel. You keep going. I don't know. As a
Monty, that was the bouncer at the door. I'm glad like near the end of Tavern, that's when you finally recognized me and let me in without my ID. Not the rest of the years that I've been going there. You still carded me hard as fuck. But on the flip side, I would like to give a big middle finger.
Mike.
Oh, not Mike. Mike's great.
That's what I'm saying. Mike. No, I'm saying Mike. I'm saying shout out
There
to
was
Mike.
a bouncer who used to work there named Gus.
The big tall dude.
That guy could go fuck himself.
He left there a long time ago. Though.
Yeah, I don't know. The place has been better without him. But anyways, I digress. It's my little memorial to the Wicker Park Tavern. You always be missed.
Along with the people that work there.
Always here. I always feel you here and over here in my liver.
What's your favorite memory of Tavern?
So many. I think my favorite memory is finding out that Rudy takes shits in bar bathrooms. That's my favorite memory. Because that's like a superhuman ability to just say, fuck it. I'm going to push my cheeks on this one bathroom. In the tavern bathroom, there's like 4 urinals and one stall. So he would put his hairy cheeks on the bathroom and the toilet and shit. which is pretty gross because sober guys don't know how to piss. If you get drunk guys, they're getting piss everywhere.
Yep.
So not only is there piss on that seat, but if you look on the floor, there's a whole floor full of piss, and you're just tiptoeing around it. So that was a great memory. What's another great memory? Oh, me telling Chris not to spit on the floor.
What the fuck? What's his pitting on the floor?
He's an animal. He was raised in a fucking barn. He spit on the floor, and I was like, hey, man, shouldn't spit on the floor. I said something along those lines. And he was like, why? This place is a fucking dump anyways. I'm like, okay. And he continued to do so, and then he got kicked out. That was very funny to me.
Who saw him spit on the floor?
It was one of the bouncers. I couldn't tell you who it was.
They just saw him?
Yeah, I mean, he wasn't trying to hide it. He was like hawking up a huge loogie and just spitting on the floor. That was another time. Me, Rudy, Tony, and Dr. Cologne. We found like art. Well, that wasn't at Tavern. It was across the street before that building got turned into a Walgreens. But yeah, man, I had one vivid memory is when before we went to Tavern, we stopped at Rico Benny's. I got a foot-long king-size steak sandwich. And then I drove, and once I got in the bar, I immediately got the meat sweats. I was pouring sweat to the point where, when I sweat pretty frequently, but it got so bad that people were like, are you okay?
Are you going to have a heart attack?
Yeah, people, like, servers were coming up to me with a beer, and I was just pouring sweat, and they're like, are you all right? Like, I'm like, yeah, just kind of hot. And not only was I covered in my own sweat, but there was a girl there. I might have had like a crush on her, and it didn't help that I was sweating all over her. Okay, it doesn't matter who it is, Joker.
I didn't say anything.
Okay,
because I'm not in the business of selling out my homies.
Anyways, yeah, a lot of great, so many I can go on. It's a shame that Tony's not here because he would probably feel the same way.
He didn't even bring it up.
He didn't even bring it up. I guess he doesn't care about it. That place said doesn't care about it like I do.
No. My favorite memory was the one time. So I used to talk to this girl. She was.
Are you gonna get mad at me if I pour one out?
Yeah. You can pour one out in the sink.
I can't pour one. I don't want to get up. So would you get mad if I?
No.
Just like a little bit.
You want me to tell the boss upstairs that you're pouring stuff out on the floor?
I think she's already upset that I didn't eat her chicken. Your mom offered me chicken. I was like, no, I already ate.
You mean my landlord?
Yeah, your landlord offered me chicken. I was like, no, I already ate, and she was none too pleased.
Nope. So how do you think she's
took
gonna
it
feel?
As an insult? You come to my house with a full stomach?
How do you think she'll feel when she finds out you poured beer on her floor, on her carpet?
Once I tell her what we lost?
Huh?
When I tell her what we lost?
She'll be like, I don't give a fuck. Why'd you spill beer on my carpet on purpose?
Tell her that I lost a local drinking establishment that I frequent?
She'll be like, good, it's probably better. You're better off.
What was your favorite memory?
So, after, like my majority of the time that I spent at Tavern was after I broke up with my ex-fiance, before I met my wife. And I was dating, not really dating, like I was talking to this girl.
You have an intercourse with her?
I had intercourse with her a couple times.
You were engaging in sexualities with her?
Yeah, let's call her, I don't know.
I'm going to say Hillary.
All right, fine. Call her.
Because Hillary Duff played this person of the same name in a show on Disney Channel.
She did?
Mm-hmm. Anyways, go on.
Anyway.
I think it was... No, it wasn't Hillary
Lizzie
Duff.
McGuire?
No, it wasn't Hillary Duff. I'm totally wrong. But just go with Hillary.
All right, fine, Hillary.
Because she lost her chance, just like Hillary Clinton.
Stupid. Anyway, so let's say Hillary. So Hillary and I were talking, and I really liked Hillary a lot. So I remember
Can I pause real quick?
Go ahead.
So my headphones are rubbing against my hoodie. Can you hear that?
No.
Okay. I feel like I can hear it.
Well, you can because it's in your ear, but not.
Okay. It's just bothering the fuck out of me.
Well,
I should
take the hoodie off.
I'm in mourning.
Okay.
I'm not going to take it off.
Okay, I don't know what it has to do with anything, but all right. So Hillary and I, we went out on a date one night We went to go watch the UFC fight at a bar. It was St. Patrick's Day, or the weekend of St. Patrick's Day. We went to watch the UFC fight. This was after we had already we've been talking for a little while and whatnot. Mm-hmm. I had asked her to be more than friends, and she shut me down hard as fuck. Not that night, previous to that, but we still hung out a lot.
How'd you ask her?
I don't remember. I just remember saying we've been talking for a little bit. I think we should, what do you think about us being more than friends and whatnot?
Chunker.
Something like that. Something to the effect.
You must have been heartbroken. Okay, we're not going to get into. So we could talk an hour just about how terrible of a decision that was.
Well, here, in my defense, I just got out of a 10-year relationship.
Yeah.
This is my first time out in the dating scene. Fucking 10 years.
You never ask somebody, hey, let's be in a relationship. What you do is you have sex with each other until the point where you just don't question it, and you end up moving in.
Oh, okay. Well,
yeah, that's how relationships are had now.
Lesson learned, all right, man?
Yeah.
Like I said, first time in 10 years, man. Last time I had dated a girl, I was 20, I was 19.
And you asked her, do you like me, through a note?
No, I didn't ask her.
Check yes for...
Yeah, check yes, no, or maybe. And I got checked yes, so that's where it ended. Anyway, so we had gone out that night. We went to a bar, hang out with her friends and whatnot. Anyway, at the end of the night, before I left, I was trying to, make my move. Mm-hmm. We had already had coitus previous to this, but I was trying to get a kiss. Hopefully that kiss would lead into other things. But she's she fucking muffed the fuck out of me, and she's like, nope.
And after you guys had sex?
Yeah. She's like, no, I don't think it's right because I told you, I don't want to be more than just friends. I don't think, what kind of person would I be if I kissed you? And I was thinking to myself, well, you'd be a pretty fucking cool person if you kissed me. But I didn't say that. I should have, but I didn't. Yeah. So anyway.
You'd be my favorite person right now.
So anyway, I was like, fuck. So I was heartbroken. I was very upset, and I left. Okay, I left, and I was driving home very upset. Uh-huh. And I'm like, it was a Saturday night. It was at that time. It was around probably close to midnight, if not midnight, at that time. And I'm like, fuck, what am I gonna do? I was like, should I go home? Everybody was texting oh, we're at Tavern. You should come over. Blah blah. And I was like, nah, man. I'm hanging out with Hillary. Can't go. But as I'm driving, I'm like, man, fuck this. Fuck the world. I need a drink. So I drove from her house, which is far as fuck from Tavern, all the way to Tavern.
Was she with you?
No, by myself. I had already left. I dropped her off because fuck her. Fuck her. So I drove all the way to Tavern, fucking depressed as fuck, and met up with my homies, and decided to get my drink on. So while I'm at Tavern, a cousin of one of our friends showed up with their friends. And this one girl, so I was, my Hillary was texting me. Uh-huh. And I was hanging out with
after you dropped her off.
After I dropped her off, I got to Tavern. She was texting me.
Ass bitch. She dropped you off 20 minutes ago.
So she was texting me, and I was texting her back. And one of our friends was like, "Why are you texting her for? You're here. Fucking don't worry. Stop texting her." And then one of the friends of our other friend, or cousin's friend, I don't know who the fuck she was. Somebody I'd never met before in my life. A fucking complete stranger. Turns around and was like, why are you texting her? I was like, bitch, why are you up in my business? I don't even know you. And he's like, and she started going off on me. She's like, why the fuck are you texting her? Who gives a fuck? Stop sweating her, blah, blah.
She probably liked you.
I guess. I was like, okay. I was like, dude, I'm not, she's texting me. I'm just responding. Don't even respond. She's like, and then she saw her name. It said Hillary on the phone, and she's like, Hillary? That sounds like a white girl name. She was a Hispanic chick. Uh-huh. So that sounds, and obviously she could tell I was Hispanic because I don't even know this fucking person. Yeah. And she's like, that's a white girl name. Why are you talking to white girls? Blah, blah, blah. I was like, what the fuck is this girl's problem? Anyway, she kind of let it go for a little bit, and I was just ignored her because I was like, what the fuck is this bitch? A little bit later, she started texting me again, and I have a smartwatch, so it would come up on my watch, and she saw it, and she's like, why are you still texting her? Fuck, get over it, quit sweating her, blah, blah. I was like, what the fuck? I'm like, I didn't even text her. She's like, yeah, I saw it on your watch, blah, blah. I was like, what, this fucking bitch? She just kept ragging on me, for an hour.
She probably wanted
on and off.
She probably wanted your jock.
Well, anyway, so we moved to a different table, further away from her, and I started thinking about, man, you know what? something about her, like totally, like just talking shit to me the whole night, really turned me on.
Yeah.
I think it had to do with, I think it was partially because I was depressed, and like she was giving me a lot of attention, even though it was negative. Like I was feeling it, man. I was feeling it.
What'd you do about it?
So I'm like, I'm gonna go talk to her again, and I'm gonna show her that I'm the man.
Uh-huh.
I went over there. I started telling her. I walked up with Tony. Me and Tony walked up to her, and I was like, blah blah. Like I forgot what the fuck I told her, and I'm like, this, I'm not even talking to her. Like he's like, who gives a fuck? Blah blah. Why you all up in my shit? We don't even know each other. And she started saying some shit to me, and then after that, she kind of just like, I don't want to keep at it because I don't want to look thirsty.
Yeah.
And then I walked away, and then I never saw her talk to her again after that.
Great.
But that night, for that short time she was talking shit to me, I was in love.
Nice. For that moment, you knew what it was like to be in a relationship.
Yes, and it was great. Mm-hmm. It was great. Like, why you texting other bitches? You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah.
It was fantastic, especially because I was depressed. I didn't have a girlfriend.
Mm-hmm.
I had broken up a 10-year relationship, and it was fantastic. And maybe I'm a masochist, but I loved it. And that happened at Tavern.
All thanks to Tavern.
Yes.
Drink a lot of beer there, a lot of alcohol. Had some good times, had some bad times, but never forget them. Thank you, Tavern. Thank you.
Should we raise our beer to Tavern?
Yeah, we should pour it out too.
No, let's not pour it out. Let's just raise it
To Tavern.
to Tavern.
Thank you, Tavern. Now I gotta find somewhere else. But at the same time, maybe
It's time to grow up.
That was sort of funny because that Saturday before the last Saturday at Tavern, we all went to a beer fest. You didn't go.
No, I didn't go. I was working.
You were working. But Mrs. Bernard, the first lady, she was telling us, she was like, this is a sign. She's like, now you guys need to grow up. You guys need to do something with your lives. And then I think she was saying something about starting a family.
Yeah.
Family? Is that how you pronounce family?
No, I don't know. I
Right?
think
The
you're wrong.
family. Yeah, I think
Maybe
that's-
she meant famine.
It's when you and a lady have children.
Oh,
That's a family, right?
well, what about men? Men can't have with other men?
Okay, yeah. She didn't really specify the details.
Oh, I got you.
I'm
You're
sure.
just assuming.
Yeah, it's where you and another person take on the responsibility of being parents.
I see.
So, according to her, that's what it is to grow up. But you should get into that beer fest. I had a gay old time.
I couldn't. I had to work. I would have gone, especially since there was extra tickets available.
And you could have. Oh yeah, there was extra ticket. You could have. You could have defended Megan's friend
Why?
because Megan is a Cubs fan, and her friend is a
Sox
Sox
fan.
fan. And Megan's friend was like talking shit about the Cubs the whole time.
Mm-hmm.
So Tony, who we all know is a bandwagoner,
Yep, and he doesn't even like baseball.
him and Megan, or my girlfriend, was I calling her Megan?
Yeah.
Oh, whatever. That's my girlfriend's name, by the way. I guess.
Fuchsia.
Fuchsia. They both started attacking Megan's friend,
Man.
and she was defensive. And I don't like baseball at all, so I wasn't taking sides. I told my girlfriend that I do like the Sox. Like if I had to choose between a Sox hat and a Cubs hat, I'd pick a Sox hat because I like the logo and colors better.
Mm-hmm.
And I almost got my fucking dick kicked in for saying that.
Yeah, I would have definitely sided with let's call her the Joker.
Oh yeah, because she was dressed as Joker.
Yeah. So me and the Joker would be getting a lot. We actually were talking shit about the Cubs that night that we hung out the one time.
That last year at the Halloween party.
Yeah.
Well, they're having another one, so you could attend.
When is it? I might not be here.
October 28th.
I'm not here. I don't get here till 29th.
Oh, okay. Well, damn. That means I'm gonna go to that party.
Solo?
Yeah, I could be in real danger. I'm gonna go with my girlfriend. That's about it.
What about Tony?
He's gonna be out of town too.
Where's he going?
I
Or are you not in the business of selling out your homies?
I guess I won't sell him out. I really selling him out. It'll be somewhere, not here, not at the party.
Is Rudy coming in?
Because
He came in last time.
It's a family thing, so
Oh, seriously? Just assume he's not?
I'm assuming he's not.
Huh. Interesting.
So I guess I'm gonna go party. I'm gonna have to. If I go to this party, and none of you guys are going, I'm gonna have to stand with my back against the wall, just so I could avoid getting jumped. I don't want anybody creeping up behind me, because nobody's gonna have my back.
So it's just you and
It's
Fuchsia?
actually pretty dangerous that I go there alone.
Oh, you're going by yourself?
No, not by myself.
Yeah, you're going to go with Fuchsia, aren't you?
If she wants to go, yeah.
What about the Joker? Is she going this year?
I don't know. I don't really talk to her like that. Oh. Probably, maybe.
Interesting. Is that one of their other friends going? That went last year?
I think so, yeah.
With Negan?
Oh, yeah, that's true. But yeah.
I guess I'm going to miss the Halloween party of the year, huh?
Yes, you are.
That sucks.
I'm going to have all the fun. I'm going to have so much fun. Like, oh, yeah, Tony's not here. Junker's not here.
You're going to be crying on the inside?
What a perfect party.
Oh, my goodness. So, let's go ahead. Let's do our Urban Dictionary word of the day, shall we?
No, I told you no segments. We're going to have great conversations.
We can have that, too. So, today's word is...
We already spent like 20 minutes.
25.
Damn.
Well, you want to talk about Tavern?
Use this next hour wisely.
All right. Normie. Do you know what normie is?
Normie is a straight person.
What does that mean?
Somebody
So a gay person is not normie?
it's a white cisgender male. Somebody that has no pronouns, no adjectives, nothing to describe them.
Mate, what about female?
No, females are oppressed.
That's incorrect, according to Urban Dictionary.
What is that?
A normie is a person who does not have a mental illness, such as bipolar disorder, schizophrenia, mood disorders, PTSD, depression, or any similar mental disability. Normie is reference to those who are part of the mainstream culture, the 97% of the population who do not have mental illness. So I'll use it in a sentence. Catherine is bipolar. I, with psychotic features, but her husband is a normie.
I don't believe in mental illness.
Okay. Anyway, if you use the word normie, you will hear...
I was at work, and this guy from another store was helping us out because it's like a really busy day. And he was telling me that he doesn't believe in mental illness because he's dealt with too many people faking it. I'm like...
So just because people fake it doesn't mean that it doesn't exist?
He says, yeah. He's like, because he does security at another place. It's like, am I...
Is it the guy from Alaska?
No, it's not. This guy from up north
okay.
of Chicago. So he might as well be in Alaska. He was like, yeah, all the crazy people that I deal with at my job, they all tell me that they're faking it. I'm like, all of them? He's like, yeah. He's like, they're all doing it to get government benefits. I'm like, so you think everybody is like faking their mental illness? He's like, yeah, man, I just don't believe in it. I'm like, okay. And I could see that there was no point in arguing with this person, that he made up his mind. There was no getting around him.
So everybody's a normie.
Yeah, everybody's a normie. There's normies. And there's people who are just trying to rake in on that government benefits.
I see.
Yeah, people. I have depression. Give me money. I'm suicidal.
I don't think it works that way, though.
Give me some food stamps.
I don't think they give you money for being depressed or suicidal.
You know what's more mainstream now than being a normie? It's like pretending that you have mental illness.
Like what?
But like a fashionable mental illness. Not like something like schizophrenia. That's never fashionable. Like,
okay.
I hear the devil. That's not fashionable. That's scary. But fashionable in the sense that, like, it's just my OCD. You know what I mean?
But I don't think OCD is considered a mental illness.
I think it is. Yeah. If people that have real OCD, like the people that have to do things multiple times, right?
I mean, I guess.
Like if they have to do some weird shit, like if they could only walk on certain tiles. There was a True Life episode.
But that's not OCD. That's like
what is that?
Else. That's not. It's not OCD.
Are you sure?
I'm pretty positive.
I watched the MTV True Life doc. I have OCD.
I don't think.
And this guy had to do everything in threes. He would cough in threes. He would, whenever he tried to open a door, he would have to touch it 3 times.
I don't think MTV is the greatest, people to trust about things.
MTV True Life was.
I don't think anything on MTV.
This was before the internet, bro.
If you say so, man.
If you wanted to get information, there was only 2 things. It was a fucking Encyclopedia Britannica and True Life, MTV True Life. I have OCD.
What about the news?
It's all fake.
Okay, Trump.
That or like when somebody says, if somebody doesn't want to do something, like, oh, that's my anxiety. My anxiety, take it in. No, you're just nervous. Everybody has anxiety.
No, man, I have panic attacks.
Do you?
No, I don't.
Oh.
I'm just saying.
That's what they say?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's my anxiety. I can't, like, talk in front of a group of people. Nobody likes talking in front of people. Just do it.
I guess.
But don't you think it's fashionable for people to say that?
No, I don't.
You don't think so?
No.
Okay, maybe I'm just making that shit up.
Maybe you don't believe in.
Must be my schizophrenia. Just hearing shit.
Anyway, all right, let's go. Let's get to. Okay, so check this out. We had some emails last week. I read them on the air with Tony. But they were technically directed to all three of us. I'm not going to respond to them because I already responded to them last episode. But I wanted to get your take on them. So I'm going to read them again.
Can you give me the answers that you gave?
I'll give you brief. I'll give you summaries. But here, let me go ahead. Let me read the first email.
Who are they from?
This is from Mr. Chu. Okay. It says, "You liberal fucks. Dear communist bastards. I don't know if you fucking assholes realize this. This is America. A country founded on the firearm. We are, as a country, will never achieve peace with the olive branch, but with the AR-15 with bump stocks, and that's what makes this the best country in the world. I have a few questions regarding being a liberal twat. Question 1. Must you be illiterate? When Mr. Yard reads, it sounds like he's reading whilst taking a dick up the ass. Not that there's anything wrong with that. Second question. Do you fucks really believe that disarming the population of this beautiful country of ours will actually result in less murder? You live in one of the most dangerous cities in the country where 58 deaths where 58 deaths.
You're just proving his
caused,
point.
Well, sorry, it's because my fucking mic, my pop filter is in my way. Where 58 deaths caused by firearms is a slow weekend in Chicago. But yet, the subject of gun control only comes out of your dick-sucking liberal lips when on CNN. The events that happened in Las Vegas are quite unfortunate, and I do feel sympathy for the people who lost loved ones. Stricter gun laws will only affect the responsible gun owners. A person who is hell-bent on committing mass murder will always find a way. Unfortunately, enough of my jibber-jabber. To Mr. Tony, I'm starting to regret the fact that Junkyard's goons failed to do their job. To Mr. Pie, thanks for the kind word, mate. Finally, Mr. Yard, stop spewing your liberal rubbish. Cheers, Mr. Pikachu.
I'm glad that I got the good end of that stick.
So I said the same thing I said in the previous episode. You know, like, yeah, I never said.
What was the question though? That was more of a rant. That wasn't a question.
Yeah, question 1 was, does he have to be illiterate to be a liberal?
Okay. Yes.
Question number 2 was,
Do I really believe that stricter gun laws is gonna? Is that what?
It will result in less murder.
Well, he was saying that disarming. I don't believe in disarming the population. I believe in the Second Amendment, the right to bear arms. I believe in it. I just feel that it should. Like, I'd feel better knowing that somebody who's buying a gun is going to have to go through the process. Like, if I have to go, like, my license is going to expire next year. You know what I mean?
I know what you mean.
It's going to expire next year, and I'm going to have to go to the fucking DMV, and I have to
wait in line. Talk to some people that don't know what the fuck they're doing.
Only to some African-American lady who has 10 children. It's just going to be super rude to me. And I got to take a test.
Yep.
That's what gun owners should have to do too. If I have to do that to get my license, they should too. To get their FOID card. So yeah, I'm not trying to take your guns. I'm just trying to make it an inconvenience for you as it is for me to get a.
Do you think it's actually going to lower the murder?
In Chicago?
Just in general.
If you do it as a federal mandate, but if you're leaving it up to the states, it's not, because obviously a lot of the violence in Chicago, it's not with guns that these guys have bought in Chicago, because they can't buy it.
Exactly.
Go to Indiana.
You're basically saying...
Or you go to fucking St. Louis, where anybody can carry a gun.
Yeah, you're saying exactly what I said.
Or Missouri.
So we are in agreement with this,
Okay.
Mr. Momba.
But to specify, Mr. Chu, we're not trying to take away your guns.
Just as big guns.
I also saw a video of him shooting an AR-15. That shit was cool as fuck. So I don't want to take that away from him. I want to see more of that.
But only if it's at a range. You can't take it out of that. Like out into the street.
I want to like point him something that needs to be taken down. You know what I mean? It's just like, here, Mr. Chu, shoot this group of people. What's a good group of people to take out? That's a bad joke. I shouldn't.
Mamba,
These aren't the right time.
This is what happens. This is what happened in Las Vegas. Some guy pointed guns at a group of people. See? That's not good.
I redact that. Can we edit that out?
No.
I told my girl.
Mamba's views do not represent those of me nor NKOTP.
I told my girlfriend what my Halloween costume idea was, and she said it's not the right time. That would happen this month. Because I was going to dress up as the Unibath bomber.
What's a Unibath bomber?
So it's a Unabomber, but instead of doing like pipe bombs, he's throwing out bath bombs.
What's a bath bomb?
You don't know what a bath bomb is?
No. Or the little soap, the little
The
balls?
soaps you throw into a bath.
It makes bubbly?
And it makes it all bubbly and soapy. So I was going to have like those tied around my waist and then like a trigger. And you know how in the police sketch for the Unabomber, I don't even know why I'm saying this podcast. Somebody's going to make this fucking costume. It's going to be so hilarious. But anyways, you know, on the police sketch for the Unabomber, he had on a pair of sunglasses, like a thick mustache and a hood. Well, I was going to like wear a bathrobe instead of a hood. And I was going to, you know.
I get it.
Unibath bomber. Because Unabomber, Unibath bomber. I thought it was funny.
I mean, it is, but not in these times, Mamba, these trying times.
These trying times.
Of the nation.
Should be more sensitive.
Yes.
Okay. Is that his only question?
Yeah, that was his only question.
Oh, there's other questions?
There's another one from last week. Like I said, I just want to get your take.
Maybe we should...
Poncho segment. Poncho segment. Poncho segment.
Maybe we should just make all guns legal, everything legal, and just you do what you want.
Be complete anarchists?
Yeah, just do what you want. Like, if you feel like you want to commit a mass shooting in a group full of people, good fucking luck, because each one of those motherfuckers probably has like an AR-15 stuck in their pants. So, good luck, friend. Maybe that'll solve our problems.
More guns?
More guns.
That's what the gun right people say. They say only bad things happen where guns are banned.
Mm-hmm. Only thing that'll stop a bad guy with a gun
is a good guy with a gun.
Good guy with a gun.
Even though most gun deaths are like in your home are caused by yourself.
Mm-hmm. Or your kid.
Yeah. Well, yeah. You know that kids kill more people with guns than terrorists do?
Yeah.
That's statistical fact. And those guns are legal in your home.
You mean kids kill more people than radical Muslims?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Got to get rid of these kids.
All right. So, Pancho says, sup, libtards. Hey, no snowflakes. With the police climate the way it is right now, and knowing that you bozos are bleeding heart SJWs, social justice warriors.
For those who are not socially inclined.
Who just want a safe space to comfortably crawl yourselves into the fetal position. I was wondering if there is any conservative bone in your spines. Wait, this is awkward. JYD doesn't have a spine, and I forgot to include a trigger warning because I know JYD is sensitive about not having one. Let me rephrase that. If there's any conservative bone in your spines, Momba and Tony D, and if there's any conservative limb in your body, JYD, what are they? And why do you have this conservative view? That's all, putos. Till my next email, sincerely, JYD's small penis.
See, this is, I think, the problem. I think since there's only two parties, there's Democrats and Republicans, there's conservative tards and libtards. And yes, both groups are tards. Mm-hmm. That people want to, like, they want you to be they want you to be penned in one group. Like, hey, are you Republican or are you Democrat? Conservative? Are you... What's the other one?
Liberal?
Liberal, yeah. I couldn't think of it for some fucking reason. But I think a majority of the people living in this country are a mixture of both. You know.
Well, we went over it the last episode, and yeah, we all have a couple of a little bit of conservative. Tony's got a lot less. We've noticed
A lot of what?
a lot less conservative.
Yeah, I would say that I have a lot less conservative. I believe that
I think he has less than like
most
you.
people. If you are a tax-paying citizen, you should be able to do what you want, whatever you want to do.
I don't know about all that.
Yeah, for the most part.
You can't like just kill people for fun.
Okay, let's be realistic. Nobody wants anybody to kill people for fun. You got to pay a fee,
What the fuck? Like a hunting license?
like a hostile license. Anyway, no. What I'm saying is, I guess if I had a conservative view, like I was saying earlier, I do believe in the Second Amendment. I think you should have a weapon to protect you and yours. I don't see anything wrong with that. But at the same time, do you need a fucking hand cannon or an automatic rifle to protect your house?
The answer is no.
Unless you're fighting the Walking Dead, maybe. But,
Yeah, I guess if it was zombie apocalypse, I think then we can make an exception.
yeah, but so that might be a conservative bone. When it comes to, I'm a little bit more frugal. Do I believe in a lot of these socialist programs, like welfare and all that stuff? Yeah. But then I see somebody at the grocery store and they have way more groceries than I do and they don't have to pay for it. I'm like, or I see somebody selling their link card online. Like somebody messaged me, hey, do you know anybody that wants to buy $400 worth of link?
For those of you who don't, those of us who don't know what's a link card,
A link card is basically their food stamps, but put on a debit card.
right? EBT card.
Yeah, and there's a thing that people like to do. They'll get X amount of dollars, and they'll sell what's available on that card for like less, so they could get cash. So say you got $200 on your EBT card. Hey, I'll sell you this $200 worth of food stamps for 150 cash. So ways to work around it. So when I see shit like that, it's like, so might be more conservative there, just because of when I see my check and I'm paying X amount of dollars in taxes to feed you. So it all depends. You know, it depends on the situation. I'm not going to say like, yeah, I'm super liberal, because there might be some conservative things that I say.
Cool.
Yeah.
Nice. That's it.
Think so.
All right.
I think I got the gist of it.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know if you have any other conservative views, but you're good.
Yeah. Oh, I think abortion should be very legal, though.
That's very liberal of you.
Very liberal of me.
You're killing babies.
If you need to get out of a pinch fast, abortions are the way to go.
You're such a dick.
If you made a bad decision, look, we have all been there.
Not me, motherfucker. I never had an abortion.
Okay. Well, you're just a better person than I am then. You've been more careful. I've never had one either,
I think I've only had to use the day after.
but I've been with somebody that has.
Well, I've never been with somebody that has had to have an abortion. I only had to use the day after pill once. Well, not me personally, obviously, because I don't have to use it. But my partner only had to use it once, and that wasn't even on purpose. I mean, like it wasn't like it was. What do you call it? It was an accident.
You gave her the morning after pill on accident?
No, no. The reasons behind why she had to take it were an accident.
That's how most pregnancies happen.
Well, yeah, but it was an accident as opposed to like
Nobody says like, yeah, I really want to have a kid with you. Morning after, like, oh, fuck.
No.
On second thought.
That's not what I mean.
On second thought, take this pill.
That's not what I mean. Like usually it's like, you know, oh fuck, I didn't pull out. Like, no, like I was being very careful. I was being responsible. Something happened, and
The condom broke?
the condom didn't break.
Did you come too fast?
No, I was wearing a condom though.
Uh huh.
Something else happened. I'm not gonna get into it.
Can you tell me?
I'll tell you after.
No, you tell me right now. The person, they don't listen, right?
I don't know if they listen.
You're not with them anymore?
No, I'm not.
This is long dead?
Yeah, it's been a while.
Okay.
I was like,
You're not going to say their name.
it was right after high school.
Oh, this person definitely doesn't listen. You probably give the best missionary.
Oh, I do give the
that
best
they
missionary.
ever had.
This is true.
The best missionary.
This is
You
better than you, my friend.
You don't break eye
I
contact.
can go to the Missionary Hall of Fame.
You don't break eye contact, right? Staring in their eyes the whole time.
That's right.
Nose touching.
No, lips touching.
And nose too. This is great.
Foreheads touching.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, just lay on top of her. And don't move any part of your body. Just gently thrust in and out. Just your hips.
I wish you had video because
But just
see you doing
don't
this.
move the rest of your body. Just thrust.
Mamba
in,
is replicating
in,
what he would be
out.
doing.
In and out. That gets him going.
Anyway, what do you call it? What the fuck were we talking about before this whole missionary thing?
Oh no.
So yeah, so I had to take the morning.
That's very conservative of you.
What?
Your sexual style.
Missionary?
Yeah.
Motherfucker, I don't only do missionary, even though you'd like to think I do.
I do everything but that. I avoid it.
I mean, don't get me wrong, I do missionary, but that's not like, I mean, that's just like for convenience purposes. Like if it's you're trying to get it, you're trying to get fuck, like you're trying to fuck quickly, you're not gonna be like doing other positions.
I do missionary when I feel like I'm going to finish too soon. So I'm like, man, I really need to bore this up. So I'm like, I just get into missionary mode. I'm like, yeah. This will.
I don't know. I mean, I think missionary gets a bad rap. I've watched plenty of porno where missionary is fucking amazing.
That's a lie.
For real. It's usually homemade pornos.
That's
not
true.
like, and I've seen it where it could get very intense and quite exciting.
I don't believe that.
If I knew the names of these, I would show you, but I can't remember what they were named.
Do you have them on your hard drive?
No, dog. This ain't 1992. Why the fuck would I have porno on my hard drive?
To keep them in your.
That's what the internet's for.
Keep them in the cloud?
Why would I? Dude, the cloud. That's what Pornhub's for.
Oh.
I don't need to keep them on the cloud. They're already there.
Do you keep them in a USB disk, a USB drive, tied to a chain around your neck
Yeah, they're right here.
for emergency
For emergency spanking purposes.
Yeah,
They're right there.
is that it? Oh shit! I didn't even know that was there. I just guessed. For those who can't see, Junkyard just pulled a USB drive from underneath his shirt attached to his chain. I just made that up. I didn't know he actually had one on him.
It's not actually like a flash drive. It's a YubiKey.
That is all your important.
No, so basically what it does, for those of you who don't know, YubiKey is a security key. So for example, the way I operate, especially with all the hacks and everything going around, the insecurity of the internet, I want to say I got paranoid, but I've upped my security quite a bit. So I don't even know any of my passwords. So I have what's called LastPass. LastPass, so it stores every single one of my passwords for
I know what that is.
everything.
LastPass?
Yeah.
It's that thing at Six Flags you could buy and then put you
No,
at
that's
the front of the
that's
line.
the Flash Pass.
Ah, okay.
So LastPass holds all my passwords, and they're all like randomly generated. So they're like 12 to like 20 characters. With like a combination of letters and
You don't know what they are?
I have no idea what any of my passwords are. So in order for me to even get to my passwords, I need this key just to access them. And it'll automatically fill it into the website I need. And in certain websites like my Google and my Facebook, I can't even once I put the password in, I still need this key to get in.
Really?
Yeah.
So
So it's super like secure.
how do you get onto your phone then?
This is what's called a YubiKey Neo. It's got an NFC chip built in. So all I have to do is tap it onto my
Nice.
phone and it'll recognize it.
Really?
Yep.
Nice.
Yes.
That's good to know that you have pretty good security.
And the only reason I carry it around my neck is because I'm very, very scared. Because if I lose it, I'm pretty much fucked. And I don't want to lose it. So I figure, like, if I have it in my keychain, what if I lose my keys? If I have it in my wallet, what if I lose my wallet? Like, this is just so I don't lose it.
So you ever like your password show all your bank accounts and everything on there?
No. Like I said, this doesn't actually hold data. There's no data on here whatsoever. So if somebody got this, it's completely useless. You still need to know my LastPass account. You still need to know my password to LastPass. You still need to know, and not only that, but then once you do that, then you have to go know my like. It's still a process.
Okay.
So all this does is give you access. Like once you put the passwords in, this will give you access beyond that. This is the 2-factor authentication, basically. So you need a password plus this. So you know how like in a submarine, in order to shoot a missile,
Yeah.
2 people have to put the keys in and turn them. This is the second key, basically.
I just put I was like 1, 2, 3, 4 is pretty common. So I did one better. I put 4, 3, 2, 1.
Oh,
Nobody's gonna get that.
hell no. That's what I call
And
a
to
secure password.
throw them for like a loop. I made the 3 and the E.
4E21.
Yep.
You know what? You want to make it even harder? Make the 1 into an I, capital I.
Shit. Just blew my mind.
4E2I.
Well, that's it, right?
I guess. Like it's on Facebook. Facebook.com.
What else did you and Tony talk about?
We talked about Bitcoin or cryptocurrency.
Is that confidential?
No, we talked about cryptocurrency. How's it confidential? It was at the podcast.
I don't know, but I don't want.
So last episode, to fill you in, it was very at the beginning. Since we answered these questions, we went pretty deep in. It was heavily political at the beginning, even though this is not a political podcast. And then we switched from there into cryptocurrency. And as you know, how Tony is,
He's all in.
not so much that, but he was trying to explain it, and he explains it like he tells stories.
So they go on forever.
Exactly.
So that's why that podcast is 2 hours long.
Yes, it was mostly Tony explaining and talking about cryptocurrency.
Oh man, that's probably the worst podcast ever.
I mean, I was okay with it because I was intrigued by it, even though I already knew, but
Do you ever listen to that man try to tell a story?
and people on the podcast listen to it all the time.
Can't get to a point. Takes it forever. It's like a little kid telling you a story.
Oh, and we got pizza,
I know. I heard. I was jealous.
and he was making me sound like a bad person
Why are you a bad person?
because the pizza man that came to deliver it was obese. Okay, like close to morbidly obese, if not morbidly obese. He was ginormous, humongous. He's like two to three of you.
Oh man,
Yeah.
shit! I hate being one of me.
He was big. He was a big boy. So he was coming up the stairs and he was huffing and puffing. And Tony was like, "Man, see this guy breathing hard? He's like, look at him. He's working hard. He's like, he's putting work in." And I'm like, "Dude, he'd be huffing and puffing even if he wasn't like running up the stairs." And Tony was none too pleased. And he was saying, "Look at the pot calling the kettle black." And I'm like, first of all, I'm not morbidly obese. Second of all, it's like black people can say the N-word and Jews can make Jew jokes. Like,
So
I'm fat. Fat people can make fat jokes too, right?
Yeah, they can make fun of other fat people. It's
Yeah.
totally acceptable.
Yeah.
Yeah, I could only imagine if somebody's bigger than me because I'm pretty big.
No, he was easily twice your size.
Yeah, I've really let myself go, and I could tell.
Me too.
I could tell because, like, these shoes that I have on, they were cheap. They're like $40-something bucks. Now I know why they're cheap because the shoelaces don't stay fucking tied.
Oh yeah, that's
And I hate that because bending over in time, my shoelaces
has become more difficult.
has become a dread.
Dude, I weighed
It's like when I hunch over to my stomach, presses against my chest, and I'm like I can hear myself breathing while I'm tying my shoes. I'm like, and then I like get up and I just like let out a deep sigh of relief, like, oh shit.
So check this out. I weighed myself. I don't know if it was this morning or yesterday, and I am the heaviest I've ever been in my life. So, and I've gained weight, which is horrible. Okay, and what I find quite not funny, but like I find ironic is so I do go to the gym. Like I actually do go work out. I should probably go a little more. I think obviously what really hurts me is my eating habits. I eat like shit. That's why I'm fucking as fat as I am. Not because I don't work out. It's because of how I eat. My diet is horrible. Anyway, when I go to the gym, I don't get I don't get tired quickly. Like I can still work out, and not like I don't get as winded.
Mm-hmm.
So, which is surprising. Like as heavy as I am, I'm still surprised that I can do what I can do. But I think I just need to eat better.
Well, there are some people who are an outlier to the rule. Like, look at Kevin James. That motherfucker in all his Paul Blart movies doing the cartwheels and somersaults. It's like, you shouldn't be physically possible of that.
Right.
So, Jack Black, he's always flipping around. Melissa McCarthy.
No, Melissa McCarthy only falls down. That's easy no matter what.
That's still pretty athletic.
No, it's not. I could fall down.
Her
right now.
ability to
down.
just throw herself over a counter.
That's not athletic.
And not only that, to risk her body for very few laughs.
She's the worst.
That's dedication to her craft.
Was that last movie she came out with? That like they literally had her falling down in like one of the posters of it.
Was it Tammy?
Yeah, that one. That was horrible. I didn't watch
didn't.
it, but I saw the trailer and it looked horrible.
More power to her though.
Why? Because all she does is fall down. Who the fuck wants to watch that?
I think you're body shaming her.
It has nothing to do with her body. It's just about her falling down all the time.
Stick with works.
What? How does that work?
Works for her. She made a career out of it. A successful career.
Nah, dog. She needs to quit falling down.
You know how sometimes comedians will like take on a serious role so they can show their acting range?
Like Robin Williams.
Yeah, Robin Williams or like Jim Carrey in I don't know, some movie.
What was the one where he did as Andy Kaufman?
Man on the Moon?
Yeah, wasn't that one of his first more serious ones?
There was another, that one, and there was another one where he played. This was a psychological thriller. Number 8.
Oh
yeah, that's a good example.
Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind.
Yeah, so what if Melissa McCarthy did a movie where she wanted to showcase her acting range?
She did.
She just stood up the whole time, like she was on her 2 feet.
She did.
The entire movie.
It was called
Saint Vincent.
Yeah, Saint Vincent.
Like, what if people went to that movie and be like, oh man, I can't wait for her to make that first stumble, and then the whole 2 hours they're like, not one fucking
she didn't fall down, not once.
Not once.
That's great. And that's why the movie was so goddamn good.
I've never seen it.
She was not what do you call it? She was not falling down. She stood up on her 2 feet the whole time.
Was she nominated for that? She should be.
I don't know, but I think the movie was nominated for
the Academy
Award goes to
the Academy Award for Best Balance goes to Melissa McCarthy.
Wasn't it voted Best Picture that year?
I don't remember. I got a question.
What's going on?
How do you? So right now, I don't know when they start, but the Sox are going to be playing. Not the Sox. The Cubs are going to be playing the LA Dodgers.
Yeah, they should be starting soon.
It is Game 5.
Yeah, the Cubs are down 3-1.
All right.
In the NLCS, we watched it last episode.
Would you like to see them win?
No.
Why not?
Because I am an avid Sox fan and local Cubs hater.
But I don't understand that. Like, if you're from Chicago, can't you just say, hey, this is a good thing for the city?
No,
not at all.
nope.
It's like it'll bring some unity. Like when they won last year, people were hugging in the streets.
Only Cubs fans.
There was brotherhood and friendship.
By Wrigleyville, there's always brotherhood and friendship. It's fucking Boys Town over there.
Okay. For those who don't know, who don't live in the Chicagoland area, Wrigleyville is right next door to Boys Town. The reason it's called Boys Town is a lot of gays live there. Not that there's anything wrong with that.
But that's why there's always brotherhood and hugging over there. What are you talking about?
But wouldn't you just like to see a Chicago team win?
The Sox won in 2005.
That's a long... Yeah. That was That's a while ago. That's 12 years ago.
That was enough for me. They're gonna win. They're gonna win again in a couple years, 2 to 3 years. They're fucking built. They're rebuilding.
That's the same thing that Megan's friend said.
Yeah,
That they're gonna. And she was like, "Watch 2020."
dude, they're rebuilding. They've got, I think, five of the top 10.
I don't know.
The
Bulls are rebuilding.
The Bulls are barely started rebuilding.
Yeah. Not only that, they just lost another player to getting punched in the face
horrible.
by somebody else.
I don't even think you can call what they're doing rebuilding. See, the thing is, this is the difference between baseball and any other sport.
They're imploding. That's what that is.
Like, for example, okay, so like the NBA doesn't really have. I mean, they have the D League, but they don't have. I mean, how many times do players from the D League actually get called up to the NBA?
Very rarely.
Very rarely. Whereas in baseball, I mean, their minor league system is really their farm system. Like, people get called up all the time. Prospects are down there playing their asses off, and then they sooner or later they'll make it to the big leagues. It's not like that really in any other sport except maybe hockey. Hockey's pretty much like that. Football has no developmental league. College, I guess, but that's not even really developmental because only certain players make it. You know. Mm-hmm. So yeah, definitely, baseball I think is very unique in that sense, and the Sox picked up some of the like top or the most like highly touted prospects. Even one of the Cubs players, they traded Jose Quintana for one of the Cubs' top prospects to to help rebuild. Even Cubs fans were pissed about that trade. Well, some of them were pissed about that trade because they thought they were losing a top prospect
Didn't the Cubs get some guy?
No, Jose Quintana.
Quintana? Oh,
Yeah.
I was going to say Contreras.
No, Jose Quintana. And he just to help with their pitching woes because the Cubs need pitching. And as you can see in this NLCS, it hasn't gotten much better. It's fucking horrible. Their bullpen is the worst. I mean, they made it this far, so it's obviously not like that bad, but they blew it. They just completely used it all up during the National Series.
But it's unlikely that they'll win 3 games in a row because that's what I think
they're done. I mean, if they win, I mean,
it'll be a Cinderella story. But if they did and they won the World Series again, you wouldn't just clap for them?
No,
not at all.
Nope. No, I cheer against them every single game.
And you Sox fans are super. And I am very non-biased. I think baseball is boring in general. I don't like either. I hate Wrigleyville because it's a shit show. And I also don't go down to 35th because there's nothing there.
There really isn't much there. I won't disagree with that.
But both teams are salty as fuck.
Okay, this is why I dislike the Cubs. One of the main reasons. They fucking sucked for a very long time. Mm-hmm. Well, dude, they were the most losing team in all of sports. They didn't win a championship in over 100 years. Yet.
But they made a fan following. They were like the lovable losers.
Yeah, exactly. Uh-huh. We talk about this on the podcast all the time. Why follow fucking losers? Why do people have the Confederate flag when the South lost?
That is a good question. Why
follow a losing team? I'm not saying the Sox, because at the time the Sox didn't win for a very long time either, but there were still even points within the span, like during the strike, where the Sox were one of the favorites to win the World Series that year, but they went on strike and it tanked the whole season. Like times like that, where they were more competitive than the Cubs ever were, yet they didn't get the respect or the following that the Cubs did for being fucking losers, not doing anything. Like, I think that's more what makes me dislike them is like the fact that they got such a big following in the city for not doing absolutely a goddamn thing.
Didn't you tell me that once upon a time the Sox were the biggest team in Chicago and the Cubs were like the ugly stepchild?
Yeah, this was back. Yeah, before previous to like 19. I think it was like the late 70s, early 80s. That's when the Cubs started growing that following. Previous to that, nobody gave a fuck about the Cubs. They didn't give a fuck. Everybody that's like, I've been a Cubs fan since, fucking bullshit. Like maybe younger people, like people our age, okay, I can understand it. But people that are older, that are like, and they're like, between like 60s or 70s, I've been a Cubs fan my whole life. Yeah, my ass, you've been a Cubs fan your whole life. Nobody gave a fuck about them. Okay?
You know who's a Sox fan?
Who?
Barack Obama,
Yeah, he is.
44th president of the United States.
How many presidents have been Cubs fans? 0. That's for a reason. I'm surprised Trump's not a fucking Cubs fan.
Probably is. It's a very. No, I don't want to generalize.
And the Cubs owner, he was very. I think he was very pro-Trump. Him and his father were very pro-Trump.
The Ricketts?
The Ricketts, yep. The Ricketts Senior, the guy that the father of the owner of the Cubs was I think very like heavily campaigning for Trump.
Really?
Yeah. So, for us that are libtards, if anything, that should that should really grind your gears. That your favorite baseball team.
What about the Reinsdorfs?
He's Jewish. So,
so he definitely.
Jewish people are very liberal in most cases. I mean, like the majority of Jews that I know are very liberal. I think I don't know many. I used to know more back in the day, but when I knew a lot of Jews,
I don't think I know any.
I know like right now I know probably like 6 or 7. Out of the 6 or 7 I know, only one is conservative. So if and I know like Jewish people are very liberal. Like look at Rahm Emanuel, he's Jewish. He's the mayor of this city of Chicago.
He's Jewish?
Yeah, he's Jewish.
There was something slimy about that. No, I'm just joking.
He's a liberal. Like I mean, yeah, Jewish people are known to be very liberal.
Speaking of conservative Jews, are you disappointed that Milo Yiannopoulos' show got canceled?
So we talked about this. Me and Tony talked about this in the previous podcast. No, not that.
I don't want to talk about it then.
No. We didn't talk about it getting canceled because it didn't get canceled till after we recorded.
I don't want to talk about it.
The only thing we talked.
If you guys talk about it, we could talk about something else.
No, hold on. We didn't talk about
How was Blade Runner?
It getting canceled.
That was good.
We didn't talk about it getting canceled because we were talking about how we can listen to conservative. So one of my conservative bones was I said that like I hate when liberals protest and
that's a good one.
Protest
I feel the same
against conservative like speakers, like guys.
They'll like, hey, shut them down.
Yeah, like no. First of all, it's the First Amendment.
That is the First Amendment.
Second of all, like who gives a fuck? Like in some cases, like for example, my case, Milo I find him very entertaining. I think he's hilarious. I don't agree with what he says, but I still enjoy listening to him just because he says some funny shit. Mm-hmm. Ben Shapiro is very intelligent. I enjoy listening to him because he does bring up some good points and at least makes you think about stuff.
He's also pretty smart.
Right. Tommy Lahren is a joke. I love watching her, and that's about it. I don't like listening to what she says.
Two things in common about Milo and Ben Shapiro is that
they hate each other. They worked for Breitbart.
They hate each other?
Yeah.
I didn't know they hate each other. But I was going to say that they're both called Nazis, but they're both very Jewish.
Yes. Wait, Milo's not Jewish, is he?
He's Jewish.
Oh, I didn't know he was Jewish.
He likes to state
I know
that
Ben Shapiro is Jewish.
He's a gay Jew.
Well, there you go. 2 conservative Jews.
He's a gay Jew who likes black dudes. So, like, liberals should love him, but they don't because of his views.
Yeah, because he's got very conservative views.
But I don't think it's fair that they shut him down. Because if you...
So, hold on. For those of you who don't know, Milo was going to perform, I guess. I don't know if you want to call it performing.
Should we explain who Milo Yiannopoulos is?
Well, hopefully you guys know who Milo Yiannopoulos is. Just a conservative mouthpiece. He's a person who says a lot of crazy shit.
A diva.
He's gay.
Very.
Outly gay. Mm-hmm. But he was going to...
You want to hear something? When I first heard about Milo Yiannopoulos, I was just going through his profile pictures. It's like, man, this guy's an asshole. Then I was going through his pictures, like, man, he looks like a faggot. And it turns out he's gay. I'm like, damn.
You shouldn't use that word.
Huh?
You shouldn't use that word.
Yeah, but I said it inside.
So that makes it better?
My head.
Oh my god, so that makes it better?
Huh?
That makes it better?
I learned the area of my ways.
Oh, okay.
Now I don't say that word anymore.
Oh, I gotcha.
Only in this sentence to explain what I said earlier.
Previous.
Yeah.
I gotcha.
And once I found out that he was gay, I was like, I shouldn't have said that.
Anyway, So yeah, Milo was gonna come and do a speech or whatever at one of the theaters.
I'm glad that we didn't do video today, so nobody can see my face.
They can just go back and look at your
They
face.
don't know what I look like.
Yeah, okay.
They can't report me to my job.
So they canceled his like performance because they were afraid of security risks. And one of our friends actually invited me. He's like, "You want to go see Milo? I really want to go see him." I'm like, "Dude," yes, I do want to go see him, but I know these fucking libtards are gonna like do some crazy shit. Something's gonna happen, and it's gonna be a big security risk, and something's gonna go down, and I just don't want to be part of that.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And he's like, "Oh man!" And sure enough, they canceled the show because of security risks.
Mm-hmm.
Like, guys, let's stop fucking protesting Milo and Ben Shapiro and all this. Like, yeah, they spout some like crazy shit, but how about we just ignore them? Like, you don't.
I think you have to pick your battles.
I feel like giving them more attention than because that gives them more attention.
Yeah. I mean, I'm pretty sure
you're doing the opposite of.
I'm pretty sure that made his book sales go up.
Right. So like you're doing the opposite. Like, because they canceled it, that was only like conservatives really knew that he was coming. I mean, obviously liberals knew because they were protesting, but like if nobody would have like if this wasn't like a front page news story that they canceled it, nobody would have gave a fuck that he was here.
What's that I don't even think it's an old saying. I think Tyrion said it on Game of Thrones. If you cut out a man's tongue, it's not because you don't want to hear him speak. It's because what you're afraid he might say.
Yeah, I don't know. I just think that stop being so fucking sensitive, man.
I think
there are a lot of snowflakes out there. I personally don't feel like I'm one of them because I don't get offended.
But there's a lot of conservatard snowflakes too, especially the ones that get mad that their favorite Starbucks cup isn't representing Christmas.
That's true. I mean, come on. Our president's a snowflake.
Yeah, but I will say that I'm all for protesting, but I think you have to have like a rock solid cause if you want to protest. Because if you're just gonna cry wolf,
because Milo, who gives a fuck? He's not a president. He's not running for office. He's just a dude talking shit.
When something does actually happen, people don't take us seriously.
Yeah, I mean, it's like Momba spouting liberal views. Like he's a nobody.
I'm nobody.
He's just a fucking podcast host.
So please don't report this to my job's HR. I'm a nobody.
To service merchandise?
Yeah. So yeah, I think like stuff like that, they should, just let them talk. Let them. If you try to, no, that doesn't work. You're just feeding this fire fuel. You're basically making him, like you said, that's why his book's name was Dangerous, right?
I have no idea what his book name
It was
is.
Dangerous. I think it was Dangerous. Okay.
Dangerous and gay?
Dangerous faggot. But
actually, no, I think you're right. I think that is.
I think that was the name. That was the title of his book, but they had to change it. So yeah, now he's rich, and I think it's because a lot of people were trying to shut him up. And you know what? If you really do want to silence a guy like that, maybe you got to debate him in a smart.
You're right. It was going to be Dangerous Faggot, but he changed it. He just changed it to Dangerous because they wouldn't let it.
Yeah. I think if you want to shut somebody up like that, you have to like debate them in a well thought out argument. If you just like go around chanting, stop the Nazis.
Donald Trump,
Yeah.
KKK, fascist, racist, anti-gay.
Yeah, if you do that, then you just
Sexist, racist, anti-gay. That's what it was.
Is it?
Yeah, it's Donald Trump, KKK, sexist, racist, anti-gay.
Yeah, if you do that, then that just makes everybody else that makes everybody but him look like morons, right?
Yeah, I say let him fucking speak. Let him. He'll sound stupid on his own.
Yeah, he said some. He has said some stupid shit on his own.
Especially like Tommy Lahren. Like she says stupid shit all the fucking time.
Yeah, nobody has to debate her, or like nobody has to protest her. She just says some dumb shit.
Exactly.
Milo said some dumb shit when he was like, I know he was joking. Or he was saying it in a humorous way, but he was saying how he was molested
by older man
when he was younger,
and that he's the one that was the predator, not the man.
Yeah, He was kind of joking about it, but people went crazy.
Yeah,
So yeah, you just let them say some dumb shit.
because they were saying that he was promoting pedophilia.
Yeah, just let them say some dumb shit, and they'll eventually burn themselves out.
Exactly, and that's exactly what happened. He got fired from Breitbart.
Yeah,
And
for being a homosexual.
so, like, shit, like, yeah, they do this themselves. Paula Deen, like, I brought this up last episode, Paula Deen did it to herself, too. You know, saying she wanted to make black people slaves. Or
She
dress them
actually
up as
said that?
or dress them up as slaves, and, like, she said all sorts of black, like, anti-black shit, and everybody fired her and let her go. Like, they'll do it to themselves. You don't need
Yeah.
to protest these people, especially if they have they're just like nobodies. If they're running for office, that's one thing. Like if we're going to protest the president of the United States for being like Trump when he was running, that's different because he's running for the highest office possibly in this world. You know what I'm saying?
So you should look at what he
So
says.
that's a different because he's got to be held a higher standard. But it's fucking Milo. He's a nobody.
Yeah.
Who gives a fuck?
He gets famous off of saying some crazy shit.
Yeah, it's like Kim Kardashian. Who gives a fuck?
Yeah, I can't believe they still have a show.
Right. So, yeah, we need to stop fucking as, you know, I don't know. All right. Well,
We should have him on the show.
Milo, I would love to have Milo on the show. You know how many listeners we would get if we had Milo on the show?
So many.
I would love to have Milo on the show.
Maybe we could get, I mean, I just
Any
want,
of those guys, like I said, some of my like people that I really like listening to, like, that are conservative, Milo, Ben Shapiro, Steven Crowder. I really enjoy listening to him. Who else?
You're a fascist.
I like watching Tommy Lahren, but I put it on mute.
Now you're being sexist.
I mean,
Because you don't like her at the merit of what she says. You just like her physical
no,
appearance.
because she's fucking stupid.
Yeah. You gotta like her for what's inside. A bigot.
I like her outer appearance, not her inner appearance. You know how they say beauty is within?
Uh-huh.
There's no beauty within her.
It's just all on the outside?
It's all on
I
the
don't even think
outside.
she's all that.
I think she's sexy as fuck.
I don't like blonde girls.
I love blonde girls, especially like bleach blonde like her. Oh, they turn me on so.
Gross. What did you think about that picture that I sent you of Paige Van Zandt?
She looked horrible. I thought she looked really bad. There's only. I know it sounds horrible, but like, okay, so what Mom was referring to, Mama sent me a picture of Paige Van Zandt cutting weight, and she looked very skinny, very sickly, because she was cutting tons of weight to make weight to fight. But only one person I really find attractive with cutting weight, which sounds pretty bad because she's really, really thin. Not that she's fat when she's not cutting weight, but she looks really good,
Ronda
super
Rousey?
thin. Ronda Rousey.
She looks super good.
She looks really good.
I mean,
like cutting
I
weight.
think she looks good thick too, but
Don't get me wrong. I find her attractive either way.
when she cuts weight,
But she cuts weight and she's like super thin. She looks more sexy. So I mean, like I said, that might sound horrible, but
how does it make you feel to know that every night Travis Brown gets to put his gross, fat, fuck body on her and his ugly beard, and he gets to smooch her? How could she do that to herself?
I don't know, man. I don't what she sees in him. She could have done better.
Yeah, probably.
Travis Brown.
Travis Brown.
Brendan Schaub was even better than him.
Good looking guy.
Yeah, he's a good looking guy.
But does that make Brendan Schaub less of a man that since he lost to Travis Brown?
No, because I don't know, but I hear his current girlfriend's pretty attractive.
Oh, yes, she is.
Have you seen her?
Follow them all on Instagram.
How is she? Is she better than Rhonda?
One, she's Mexican, so
Yeah.
welcome to the family, Brendan. The Familia Canal. Or
She's from Guadalajara. I know that.
And the reason why I say she's sexy is that he took like a slow-mo video of her getting out of the pool. And boy, let me tell you, and it was like from behind. I'm like, all that yes for days.
So better than Rhonda.
I'm gonna say yes, only because his wife has two things that I like. She has a butt that won't quit, and she has brunette hair.
How are those tatas?
That was tatas. Pretty nice.
Oh, the Cubs are losing 1-0. Surprise, surprise.
It's probably only like what
Probably the second or third inning.
yeah. So there's plenty of time.
No, it's not.
They're
It's over.
playing. I think they're playing here.
No, they're playing in. Are they playing here? They might be.
Somebody
playing
told me that they're playing. It was my girlfriend's mom,
They might be playing here.
and then they go back for the.
Yeah,
next
they go back for the last two. Yeah.
Yeah. So if they, we should have it that if they win, you have to wear a uniform for our next podcast, a Cubs uniform.
I don't have a. Where the fuck am I getting?
I'll get you one from the kids section. I get you a nice little Cubs jersey and Cubs hat.
I'm not gonna fit in that. Man, Tony will.
I'll go to the obese kids section.
The big and tall kids section.
Yeah, big and tall kids.
Okay, and you can get kids stuff for Tony. He fits in that shit.
Must be nice that a grown man could fit in stuff like that.
He's a kid's large. He shops in the kids section all the time.
I have given up. So I noticed that I've been wearing a lot of the same clothes.
Dude, you've done that for like the past few years. I've told you this.
The reason why is because I refuse to buy new clothes.
Because you won't fit in the old one?
I don't fit in the old ones. And I refuse to buy new ones because I have this idea that one day I'll get in shape. And I'm not going to buy new clothes if I'm just going to lose weight and they're not going to fit me anymore. So I'm kind of stuck in this dilemma where my old clothes won't fit me because I'm not losing weight, but I refuse to buy new clothes even though I'm getting fatter. So what do? What do in this situation?
So you buy new clothes, man. You can't be wearing the same shit over and over again. Even though you do, but still. You wear like the same 3 or 4 shirts.
Uh-huh.
The same 2 hoodies.
Yeah.
The same pairs of pants.
No, these are new.
They look the same.
These are new. Well, these are work pants. Should I just like...
Yeah, man, you gotta switch it up. Those shirts ain't gonna last you forever, dude. It's either the Batman shirt, the Guardians of the Galaxy shirt, the Pollo's...
I don't know what that shirt is.
The
I don't know what that Guardians of the Galaxy shirt is.
The Pollo's Hermano shirt.
It probably wouldn't fit me anymore anyways.
The Suicide Squad shirt.
Okay.
I think that's it.
But I feel like it's a waste of money.
Your Bulls hoodie and your Vamp hoodie.
The Bulls hoodie's starting to get a little tight. So I've been wearing this Vamp hoodie. Pretty soon this is going to be the only thing I wear.
Tony was talking about our 3-year anniversary.
Uh-huh.
We have a giveaway box.
Uh-huh.
Inside the giveaway box, there will be a Vamp Life t-shirt or hoodie if we can,
If we could find one.
Yeah, he said he found this website that has Vamp Life stuff. It's not
Okay.
the same one you have, but it's other things that are
Yeah.
Vamp Life. A comic book hat to represent
for
him.
him?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And for me, we were trying to figure out what it would be to represent me. I think
A pair of tube socks. White fucking tube socks from Costco.
no, we brought up something else. My tubes are not from Costco. I'm not wearing tube socks. Well, actually, I am wearing, but they're black.
Yeah, but those are black, so those are fine.
I wear the white ones I have are Pumas.
A pair of Dockers.
I don't wear Dockers.
Okay, well,
I actually refuse to wear Dockers.
whatever those are.
These are Express.
Oh, pardon me, madame.
What do you call it? We had thought of something, but I don't remember what it was.
Like a piece of art, a piece of clothing that you can give away.
or something. Not necessarily a piece of clothing, but something that we could give away. We mentioned it. I don't remember what it was. I have to go back and listen to it.
Would you give away your Anthony Pettis Wheaties box?
I have 2 of them, so yes, I could give away one of them.
Oh,
That's a collector's edition.
okay. It's a box of cereal, sir.
So
It's not a collector's edition.
yeah, because Anthony Pettis with his championship, he was champion for a short period of time.
A short period of time.
Yeah.
He
defended his belt.
Your normal person is not going to know who Anthony Pettis is.
So what?
He's not like a well-known.
Still my love of MMA.
Not a well-known
Look
athlete.
at my headphones, man. My love of MMA. I just bought these because they're discontinued, and I needed them before they go away forever.
It's great.
Too bad we're not doing video, otherwise they would see my new headphones.
Those are pretty nice, though. But
Hey, tell everybody what they are.
They are, the brand is Monster, I believe. Yeah, Monster headphones. They're nice. They got a nice red coat on them. I like them, but when Junkyard explained why he bought them, I was like, this man's stupid.
They're the Octagon headphones.
The Octagon headphones, and that they were the official headphones of the UFC, until the UFC.
And their sponsorship ended, basically.
Yeah.
And Anthony Pettis actually was the front man for these.
So Junkard, our friend here, went on eBay. A man who says he's always broke and bought these for $97. $97.
Well, dude, that's a steal. The regular price was like, I want to say like $260, $270.
You couldn't have just got like a pair of skull candies?
I have some cheaper headphones, but no. I needed new headphones for the
Do you
podcast.
have to have the same headphones that Anthony Pettis wore?
Yes.
One time?
He wore them a lot. Actually, everybody wore. If they were wearing.
You know why Anthony Pettis wears those? Because he got them for free. Unlike you sucker.
So-
And you paid money for them.
So hold on. Everybody in the UFC had to wear these, or if they were going to wear headphones, they had to wear these walking out of the cage, or to the cage, I should say. So everybody wore these at one point or another.
Did everybody just think they were Beats?
Well,
Kind of like when Bill Belichick, the coach of the Patriots, somebody asked him a question about his Microsoft Surface tab. He was like, "Yeah, this iPad is really nice."
Monster did make Beats. Monster made Beats before they were sold to Apple. Monster were originally Beats. I mean, Beats were originally Monster, I should say.
Really?
Yeah. Beats were made by Monster at the beginning. And then, I mean, technically Dr. Dre...
No, they were made by Dr. Dre in his laboratory,
No, they weren't.
in his factory.
They were... The actual Beats brand itself was sold to Apple. So now they're Apple Beats. But before they were Monster Beats.
Didn't know that.
Yeah. So these are actually, like, similar to Beats if you want to compare, like, the...
Are they just as shitty as Beats?
No, these are actually better than Beats. They're, like, nicer. Like, you can touch them. They feel them. They're heavier.
There might just be weights in there.
Here. Yeah, they could,
believe
you're
it.
right. They could be.
I believe you. You don't have to give them to me. We're
No, go
recording a
try 'em.
podcast.
So what? You can try 'em.
I believe. Junker, I'm not going to reach over there to put on your fucking headphones.
I mean, look, they're nice. They're metal here on the side.
That might be.
You know what I really like about these? So, like, they have the swivel cups, so I
Okay.
can swivel up and down, like, side to side.
Explain, Junker, explain why one would swivel.
So, like, when I DJ, like, the few
Yes.
times that I do,
Junker,
I
who,
can swivel my headphone.
Junker,
cup.
who DJs once a year,
Yeah.
bought headphones for DJing.
Yeah, I mean, why not? I mean, they're dual
Oh
purpose.
shit! You didn't do your annual
No,
show.
I didn't.
That was isn't
The year's
that
not over. The year's not over yet.
Isn't it usually in
summer.
August?
Yeah, it is.
Damn.
So, like, okay, so
Or next year's or your comeback tour.
this is what I love about DJ headphones is, okay, so they have these long cables like this with the coil, and this is perfect for the podcast because the headphone thing is all the way over there, and I feel like
Oh, you could switch them?
Switch them. So I have the other. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually use these. I have the other cable with like a microphone, and I can answer calls and shit with that, and listen to music and whatnot. And there's a shorter cable. I use that when I actually use them for like music, and when we use it for the podcast, I just swap them out and plug this in, and then boom, look at this long cable, beautiful. I use that. I would use the same cable for DJing, and it's beautiful. It's a beautiful cable. It's got the 1/4-inch adapter. It's perfect. It's exactly what I wanted.
Well worth.
The 97, yeah, because the ones I have before were the Pioneer headphones. Those cost me over what I paid for these.
Damn.
Dude, DJ headphones in general, these aren't technically DJ headphones, but those were like specifically DJ headphones. They're fucking expensive. I think those cost me $150, but they're all raggedy and torn up now.
How many times did you DJ with them?
A lot, actually, because I've had those for a long time. The thing is, I used to have these Sonys that were like industry standard, and I fucking love those headphones, but they broke, and they don't make them anymore, and they don't sell them anywhere. Actually, I'm lying. You can buy them on eBay, but they sell for like $500. I'm not paying $500 for those headphones. So I had to switch to Pioneer headphones, which were at the time like the next best thing, and I bought those. I don't want to spend too much money, so obviously 150 is on the cheap end.
I still have the earbuds that came with my iPhone from like 2 years ago.
Oh.
Didn't cost me anything.
Well, like I said, I normally don't spend a lot, but since these are like multi-purpose, like I'll use them the few times that I do DJ and this podcast. And I mean, I'll use them. Obviously, to listen to music. I won't like just use it for that.
I'm waiting for DJ Funky Cole Medina to make his comeback.
It'll happen soon. Don't worry about it.
Take me in your arms when I don't know the words. That's a house song, right?
I need you more and more.
Do.
No, it's freestyle.
That's freestyle,
That's
yeah.
freestyle. You said house.
Yeah, I was singing house.
No, that's freestyle.
No, that noise was freestyle. The music was house.
If you say so.
Okay. Thank you.
All right, well, let's move on, shall we?
Okay. Oh, shit. We're barely getting to this?
Yes. Do you know what this means?
We're almost done?
Yes, it's a crazy news story, but it is also, not only is it just a crazy news story, but it is going to be combined with...
I don't think you can do that segment
Why not?
without Tony's consent. Isn't this his segment?
Oh, here, let me play the intro to that.
Ooh, not fun facts. Not fun facts. These facts are never
You're
fun.
playing 3 different.
Not fun for anyone. Not fun facts.
So you're doing 3 of his segments, or no?
Technically, it's crazy news story / not fun facts / conspiracy corner, because conspiracy corner and not fun facts were merged into one
Okay.
by Tony. He decided to make that one
Okay.
segment so he can alternate. So this is a crazy news story / conspiracy corner / not fun facts.
Great.
All right. So today's crazy news story is, I don't know if you guys have seen this, but there's a conspiracy theory that Melania Trump has been replaced with a body double.
Oh, yes.
So basically, Donald Trump is a fan of a conspiracy theory. He claimed Barack Obama was born in Kenya, not the United States, and demanded he produce his birth certificate. He said he saw Muslims cheering as the Twin Towers came down September 11th. He claimed millions of people voted illegally in the 2016 U.S. presidential election, which he won, mind you. Mm-hmm. But now, the president has found himself at the center of a conspiracy theory, and it's gathering a lot of traction. So basically, social media users have a theory that Melania Trump has been replaced by a body double. While the tongue-in-cheek suspicion has been circulating online for a while, it has become a full-blown conspiracy theory in the last few days. Actress and comedian Andrew Wagner Barton shared a status on Facebook on Friday questioning if the First Lady had been replaced by a lookalike. She wrote, "Is it me, or during his speech today, a decoy stood in for Melania?" So they basically are showing a picture of Melania she had these like big sunglasses
Yeah, there's
on.
a video of it too.
Right. But the thing is, there's pictures of her later on that day, and it's definitely fucking her. It really is her. She just looks weird because she's wearing these sunglasses.
Yeah,
it's like weird, like
the sunglasses. I don't know. They kind of look like they change the shape of her face.
Yeah,
they
but
almost look like a guy.
yeah. But when she later on, they show her in the same day, like the same exact event. She without the sunglasses, and
That's her.
It's her.
So those sunglasses like just did.
Yeah,
it.
they just throw it off, and people are just sharing. So it says she shared a video filmed at the White House garden on Friday, October 13th, Friday the 13th, mind you,
Ooh.
in which Trump appears to go on great lengths to emphasize it is his wife. The president is heard saying, "My wife Melania, who happens to be right here," and so basically, but the thing is, okay, so
Oh, so like he was trying to like
Say
get people
my
to
wife
believe
Melania.
my wife Melania, who's definitely to the right of me and is not a stunt double.
So basically, but the thing is that, okay, so if you go back to Trump's like previous Twitter posts, he's always saying my wife Melania, like he always says that his wife Melania. So this is not uncommon that he does this. But people are jumping on this fucking bandwagon, thinking that she's just a fucking body double.
It was funny. I didn't believe it, but when I saw the video, I was like, that doesn't look like her.
But like I said, watch. There's a picture later on that day, in the same garden where she takes her fucking sunglasses off, and it is definitely fucking her.
You know what's another conspiracy that's going around?
Which one?
That the Las Vegas shooting was a false flag.
Why?
I don't know. And it was the funniest. Oh, not funny, but that security guard that you were talking about, the one that
They got shot. Yeah,
So I guess he disappeared for a few days.
he was on Ellen like yesterday or the day before.
Exactly. But previous to that, people were making a big deal about how he disappeared.
Yeah, he's probably in the fucking hospital. He was shot.
Not only that, he went through a traumatic experience. He doesn't. I guess news reporters and news outlets are trying to find him, trying to get his. It's according to people, the police's timeline is not adding up. So he's like the prime. He's like the guy who has the most
Information.
Yeah, information. So everybody's been looking for him. I was thinking to myself, he's like, he probably didn't want to answer any more stupid fucking questions.
Motherfucker got shot.
He got shot. Got 100 people putting microphones in his face. He doesn't want to deal with that.
Hell no.
He probably wants to get over the fact that he was just a part of a massacre that he
Yeah.
barely survived.
Right. It could have been him to be
Yeah,
dead.
he could have been him. And but everybody was trying to make it seem like he disappeared because he uncovered the real truth. That it was a government implemented false flag.
The government got to him. Mm-hmm. And that's
But
why
then he showed up on Ellen.
Mm-hmm.
We all know that Ellen's part of the
the Illuminati.
Yeah, Illuminati. So
So they got to him basically.
they got
That's why he
some.
went to an Ellen.
Yep. Now that's not even really him. That's just a clone.
Oh, it's a body double.
Yeah.
Like, so maybe him and Melania are like tied up in a bunker somewhere.
The real them. No, they're dead.
Oh, they're dead.
Yeah, once you can clone somebody, you don't need them alive.
Oh, I gotcha. So these are just clones of them.
They're just clones.
I gotcha. Okay, cool. What is it?
That's why he's walking with a cane now. It's not the fact that he got shot in the leg. He's walking with a cane because
The clone didn't finish.
it's an incomplete clone. Like
His legs
80%
open?
of his body got done, but like
Because they need to do it in a hurry.
yeah, he doesn't have a shin.
I gotcha.
They just like it's just a foot, and then it's a metal pole connected to his knee, but you can't tell
Like
because he's,
Lieutenant Dan.
yeah, but he's wearing pants.
I gotcha.
But if you lift it up, you could clearly tell that he's a clone. He has a serial number on his foot too.
Is that from the prosthetic?
Yeah, that's why Melania was wearing those big ass sunglasses. Her eyes weren't done. She didn't have any eyelids.
Except she took them off, and
Yeah.
she didn't have eyelids.
Okay. They finished her up.
Within like a
That was CGI.
few minutes.
That was CGI.
Then why did they just use a CGI instead of wearing sunglasses?
That's very expensive. The government doesn't have that type of money. CGI her the whole time. They CGI her from afar. So the close-up shots, they had the clone, and she was wearing the big sunglasses, so you can't see the fact that she didn't have any eyelids. And then from the faraway shots where you see her later, it's her, but they put a green screen, like bandana around her eyes, and they just put eyes there.
Even though there's like a million people standing around, they wouldn't have noticed that.
They're in on it.
Oh, I got
It wasn't a million people. It was just like 10 people.
they're all in on it.
10 people, but the camera was angled at a way so it made it seem like it was filmed from the floor up facing the people, so it looked like there was a crowd. It was just like 10 people.
I gotcha.
And there was like audience track playing in the background.
Like in The Big Bang Theory.
Yeah.
laugh
MAGA. Make America great again. Build that wall. It's the same things said over and over again.
Wow, Mom, but you really got it down.
I can't believe you don't know this.
I'm sorry. I'm
Shit.
not woke like you.
Shit goes deep.
All right. Well, that was a good. I think we did a better conspiracy corner than Tony could ever do.
You got to dig in, really.
All right. So let's go ahead. Let's move on. Shall we? Shall we? Let's go ahead. Let's do.
Hell no, motherfuckers! Wake the fuck up.
Mamba. You have a grape?
You go first. I had like a bunch of gripes, and now I can't remember any of them. I should really start writing shit down.
I write shit down. Actually, let me check if I have a grape written down. I usually have a lot of gripes, but today I'm kind of fresh out. I did a gripe last week, or not last. Well, yeah, last week for everybody else. Oh no, my gripe that I have written down is the one I used last time.
Damn it.
My gripe last week was about the pizza Tony bought. It was $27.
Where did you get it from?
Anthony's.
Why was it $27?
For no reason whatsoever. It wasn't even that good.
Was it a big one?
No.
It's $27. This is like an 18-inch pizza?
No.
14-inch pizza?
It was probably between 14 and 16.
It's $27.
Yep.
That's ridiculous.
That's what I told him. It wasn't even that good.
What is my grape?
All right. I guess I'll use this gripe, even though I didn't really have it planned. My gripe, and we talked about this a little bit last episode, I guess. Maybe I shouldn't gripe because it's a repeat gripe. And it's just last episode. If it was like a couple.
Why don't we just end this episode on a high note? And let's, instead of giving out gripes, let's change it up and let's
say what we're happy about?
Yeah, let's say what we're thankful for.
Oh, like Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
Okay.
Or things that we're happy about right now.
That's a good one, Mamba. That's being creative and thinking on the spot.
Thinking on my feet.
I like that.
Okay, well, I got nothing.
You're not thankful for anything.
No.
Okay, well, I am happy. I'm going to, well, technically, if you guys listen to this, I'm already in Mexico, but I'm going to Mexico.
You will be in Mexico when this is airing.
Right. And I will be there for the interview for my wife so she could get her residency so she can come live in the United States.
Is it a guaranteed thing? Or
It's not guaranteed. Nothing in life is guaranteed, Mamba.
That's true.
Except for taxes and death.
But what is the percentage that?
Well, considering that she's never been here illegally, she has a visitor visa. I am a upstanding citizen. I pay taxes. I've never been arrested. She's never been arrested. I make enough money to support her. I think the chances are pretty good. So yeah. So I don't expect to get denied. Hopefully we don't. Cross your fingers. Because if we do get denied, it looks like I'm moving to Mexico.
You wouldn't move to Mexico.
What the fuck am I going to do? Let's live this long-distance relationship?
You could just get divorced.
Okay. That sounds like a great idea.
Or actually, you just don't have to, like, hang out with her. Yeah, you got married in Mexico, bro. It's not valid here in the States.
Actually, it is valid here
Are
in
you
the
sure?
States. Yes, I am positive.
Your marriage license,
Yeah,
it's valid here.
Yes,
I don't think
it is.
I don't think those go over borders.
they do actually.
So, say you and your wife got married in New Zealand. Got your marriage license there.
Yes.
Would you be registered as married?
Here, yes. I could show it and it's still legal.
I don't believe that.
I swear to God.
Oh, well, I was going to say you could just abandon your marriage then, but I guess if these...
And now that I've turned in this paperwork, the government knows I'm married.
Oh, shit.
Exactly.
You really fucked up.
We did my tax returns I filed joint.
How did that feel? Did you get a bigger return?
Yeah, that's why I did it.
Damn, come up. Maybe marriage isn't so bad after all.
Well, that's exactly why I did it. And even though she doesn't have a technically, you could still file a tax return.
Did she get any of that money?
Fuck no.
This is Uncle Sam's money.
Because she technically didn't work in the U.S. So she all that income.
She didn't pay in on that.
No, that's my money.
That's all my money.
So like, why the fuck am I gonna give her a cut of my?
You know what she should do? Like when she comes over here,
What?
just tell her like, yeah, all the income tax go to the husband. So when she starts working, they'll be like, yeah, you have to give that to me. It's a law here in America that all currency you just give it to the husband.
Yep.
And he'll because you don't know what you'll just spend it on tampons and makeup. So it's up to the husband to like distribute the funds.
It's very sexist of you.
Just tell her that.
Oh my God. Okay, I'll tell her that, Mamba.
Okay.
I'll be like, if you need like verification,
Yeah.
just ask Mamba.
You just need one tampon, right? For the month?
Oh, that's gross.
All right. These views are not real.
You're just a character, right?
Playing a character. I have to tell that to my fucking girlfriend every day that I just play a character. She got mad at me because she was like, I was talking about her sister's gender reveal party. I was like, yeah, I oppose, and I was going to protest it and say that it shouldn't be a gender reveal party, that the baby should be gender neutral. And she was like,
Babykin.
she was like, you never said that. You never said you were opposed to it. I'm like, I know I didn't because I was fucking joking. I wasn't serious. You think I'm actually going to protest your sister's fucking gender reveal party? Kind of asshole would I be if I did that?
Stand outside with a fucking picket sign. Hell no, we won't go.
Donald Trump, KKK, sexist, racist,
Anti-gay.
anti-gay. especially the fact that her brother-in-law is a cop.
Uh-huh.
So I would have got arrested.
You can't arrest you for expressing your First Amendment, right?
What if I do it on his lawn?
Well, that's private property. He could arrest you for trespassing. If you do it on the sidewalk, though, he'd be Gucci.
Okay, he can do anything?
No, because it's public property.
Okay. That sounds good.
Yeah. So that's what I'm thankful for. I am thankful for hopefully my wife will be able to come legally into the United States. Well, she comes legally now, but only as a visitor. Like she could be a resident here. So I'm thankful for
You
that.
can visit, you just got to make sure you leave.
Yeah, exactly. So, Mom, but you don't have anything? Nothing. Not.
Am I thankful for?
Yeah.
I'm actually thankful for a lot of it. I saw this video on Facebook, and it really put things in perspective. I mean, I think as an American, most Americans, they take things for granted. I think we have a lot more than most people in other countries, but we have first world problems.
We have a lot of first world problems.
So I was watching this video of this kid. He couldn't be no older than 16, but he basically had to get a full-time job working in Mexico to support his mom and his family, and he's like working hard. And I was like, man, any day I complain or any day I have a problem, like I feel like my life is like not that great. I should just call myself a cunt because it is way better than most people's.
Yeah.
Sometimes I like to like give myself a reality check.
I mean, you have a podcast.
Yeah,
How many people could say that?
not a lot.
How many people in Africa
And
have
some people that
podcasts?
do have a podcast, they shouldn't. So
How many people in Africa have podcasts?
I don't think they know. I don't think you can explain the concept of a podcast.
How many people in North Korea have podcasts?
They don't even have internet.
Exactly, Mamba.
They
Exactly.
don't even have electricity.
Exactly. You,
So,
my
yeah.
friend, are part of the 1%.
I'm thankful for everything. I'm thankful that I get to eat so much to the point where I can be obese. That I live in a country that
Yes.
allows that.
Yes.
Some people don't even have the option to be obese, let
Nope.
alone eat anything at all.
You're thankful for your beautiful girlfriend?
Yeah, I'm thankful that I have a job that I can complain that I don't want and making some income. There's people that don't have jobs. Yes, I'm thankful for my girlfriend. Yeah, that's there too.
She's going to listen to this and she's going to fucking hate your
She never. I think now I purposely say things that'll upset her because I'll get these little passive aggressive text messages from her, and it'll just say, "Oh, I listened to your podcast," and like I know that's never good. So now I purposely say things like if she's listening to this, I do it on purpose now to say things that upset her to see if she's listening, and she always says it. I'm not going to listen anymore. I'm like, okay. Well, we'll find out.
So you say things so you can catch her listening.
Yeah, just so I could like prove that she's a liar.
Like on Facebook the other day, you said she didn't have a heart. Seemed like she was very upset about that.
Oh, she'll live. Fuck, what were we talking about? I was actually telling. She said something. Oh, it was about that gender reveal party. She was like, oh, you made that up. You didn't even say anything. I was like, I was playing a character, blah, blah, blah. And then I was like, you know what? I like, for a while when we first started dating, I really considered not telling you that I had a podcast. But I didn't know how to keep that lie up for that long.
Like, what are you going to do today? Oh, I'm going to go hang out at Junkyard's house.
Like,
What the fuck?
how do
you
I
go to Junkyard's house every week.
Yeah, I was going to, like, how do I explain to her that I go to his house every week?
Hang out with Junkyard and Tony every week.
And, what do you guys do? Stuff.
Play Ookie Cookie.
So
We jerk
like
each other
I
off.
was for weeks I was contemplating just not telling her about it.
You could have said some gay shit like that. Like, we suck each other's dicks.
Anything would have been better than I have a podcast.
We do a triple Dutch rudder.
Yeah. Like I would rather
circle jerk.
now after all the hate that I've got from this podcast, I'd rather just tell her that we were sucking each other's dicks. I probably would have got in less trouble from that than some of the things that I've said.
That'd be
But
great.
that's what I'm thankful for. Obviously, I'm thankful for my girlfriend. She's great. She's perfect. So these are all jokes. now's the point of the show where we like reset and we say everything that was said today was in jest. We don't actually have opinions. We just say things to get a rise out of each other and the audience. Wink, wink.
All right.
Fix that goddamn static. You're gonna end on some static.
No, I think my mic cable's fucked up. All right, well, let's go ahead. Let's do our question, shall we?
Oh, we're still doing that?
There's too many questions.
The appropriate question is, when the hell are they?
Excuse me. I'd like to ask you a few questions.
My answers frighten you, Vincent, then you should cease asking scary questions.
Well, since Tony's not here, I will take his place. Dear Tony and Momba, my boyfriend of 2 years will be attending a bachelor party in Las Vegas. We have never had any issues of infidelity. Yet, I can't help but feel anxious about his upcoming trip. I know the scene that exists in Vegas. I'm in my mid-20s and I enjoy my trips there when I was younger and single. How much younger? She's in her mid-20s. I'm worried about him and his friends going to strip clubs, topless pool parties, etc. I don't mind him enjoying a trip and going out with the boys, but I think attending an event with nudity is disrespectful to the other person when you're in a long-term serious relationship. I don't want him to feel he has to tell his friends he can't go to those things. What are your thoughts on this? What happens in Vegas?
Okay.
We have a couple listeners in Vegas too. Shout out to them.
Oh yeah, shout out to you guys.
Call me Hey Hey.
Yeah. Yeah. Call me Hey. She's always liking our pictures and showing love.
And Karina, right?
Don't say real names.
How do we know that's a real name, you stupid fuck?
Okay. Well, just edit that out. Anyways, so what was your question again?
So she feels very uncomfortable about him going.
So first of all,
So like what she doesn't want to. She doesn't. What are our thoughts on him going with his friends?
I would have to know what type of person he is.
Well, she said they've never had any problems with infidelity.
That
So
she
he's
knows-
obviously trustworthy.
that she knows of.
That she knows of.
But so I went to Vegas. Well, we went to Vegas. We all did in a very large group
For bachelor parties.
for a bachelor party. It was a dual bachelor party. There was two guys getting married, and on that trip, there was a bunch of us. There was like 20 of us, and each of us had our own agendas. So your boyfriend, that's a boyfriend, right? Husband?
her boyfriend.
Her boyfriend, he might be the junkyard type who doesn't want to see bare breast.
I actually okay. So I didn't mind seeing bare breast. I just I don't know if we should talk about this because this is like what happened in Vegas stays in Vegas.
Vegas, there's titties everywhere.
Yeah, there is. But so this is what I wanted to do, but nobody wanted to do this with me. I wanted to go to Vegas.
Yeah, hopefully your boyfriend's like this fucking nerd over here.
I want to go to Vegas.
I could just hear the excitement in his voice. This is what I wanted to do.
I want to go to Vegas, go on the fight tour. They go to 3 different MMA gyms and 2 boxing gyms. They go to the Mayweather gym. They go to Johnny Toko's. They go to the Vanderlei Silva gym. They go to the Couture gym. Actually, no, I'm sorry, 4 gyms. 2 and 2. Dude, it is fantastic. And they show you all sorts of cool like fight shit. Man,
You hear that?
I really wanted to do that.
That's what happens in Vegas. We like to take in the scene.
Nobody wanted to do that with me. Everybody just wanted to drink and see titties. I'm okay with drinking and seeing titties, but I also want to take in the sights. I wanted to go see the Michael Jackson the what do you call the Cirque du Soleil, the Michael Jackson experience. Nobody wanted to do that.
Yeah, your boyfriend might be the type of guy that wants to go see Rain.
They went to go see David Copperfield without me.
I didn't go.
And I know, but other people went. I didn't even know
was
they were going. I wish they would have told me.
Drunk.
I would have been very happy to go see David Copperfield. I love magic.
Maybe that your boyfriend would be that type.
All these guys wanted to do was get drunk and see titties. I'm okay with seeing titties, but I mean, and getting drunk, but not the whole time there. I need to unwind.
So see, there's proof that there's people who know how to sour a good time when they see it. So this might be your boyfriend. He might want to go on fight tours. You didn't even say the price of the fight tour. Isn't it like $200?
No, it was. I think it's 110 or something. I don't know.
Okay, it's expensive.
It was well worth it, my friend. You go to 4 gyms, 2 boxing, 2 MMA. Starts at the fight shop. Well, I went to the fight shop, but it's not the same as going to the
Yeah,
fucking
all right.
tour.
So long story short, your boyfriend might not want to be the get drunk, do some shrooms, get lost in the desert,
We didn't do shrooms.
trip balls,
What the fuck?
see titties, dance on those titties. He might not be that guy.
Fuck hookers.
Okay, well, I don't know what you were doing in Vegas, but I definitely was not part of that.
I never said you were part of it. I'm saying maybe his friends are.
Okay, yeah, that might be something that his friends are into. But you could have somebody like Junkyard who doesn't want any part of that.
No, I don't do that sort of thing. What I ended up doing, since nobody wanted to do anything else with me, is gamble and walk. I did walk around the strip for one day, gambled. Not like a lot, like crazy, but I gambled enough. I did drink while I was there, but not like super. I only got drunk once, I think.
Mm-hmm.
I wish I would have gone to more restaurants. Like I wanted to go to the, which I didn't know existed till after the fact, was I went to Gordon Ramsay's Burger,
Bro,
which was fantastic.
We
by
did
the
go
way,
to a lot of restaurants. We went to Fat Burger.
Which sucked.
Okay. We went to P.F. Chang's.
I didn't go to P.F. Chang's. I went to Burger.
I did. I don't know. That's how you know I must have been drunk, that somebody convinced me to go to fucking P.F. Chang's in Vegas. Like all the places that we could have gone with the P.F. Chang's in Vegas. We went to that brunch place. That was nice.
Oh, that was good. They had unlimited Bellinis and unlimited mimosas. Only till 11 o'clock, though. The waiter was cool, though. He extended it a little bit past
So
11.
the point is, don't
because
worry.
we weren't aware of that. Yeah, don't worry. Let him go, man. Let him have some fucking fun. You guys aren't married. Chill the fuck out a little bit. Let him go to... dude, if it wasn't for that Vegas trip, we wouldn't have our Vegas listeners we have now.
Yeah.
We spread the word of this podcast at that trip in Vegas.
Yeah.
But yeah, let him have some fun. Let him live a little. When you guys get married, even if you guys are in a serious long-term relationship, I mean, it doesn't mean anything. Like, you're not married. You know what I'm saying?
It's nice to get that out every once in a while.
Right.
I was thinking about it earlier today.
And you're in your mid-fucking-20s. I'm assuming he's around the same age. Let the motherfucker live. Don't strap him down yet. He's at his prime right now.
I really,
He doesn't have to fuck other bitches, but let him live.
But if he does want to, just let him.
Okay, I don't know about all that. But you should definitely let him have some fun with his friends. Cut him some slack. Maybe if the more uptight you're going to be, the more likely he's going to do something bad.
Yeah.
If you let him go have a good time, he might not even do anything because he'll appreciate that you gave him his space.
I think there's a side to guys. Every once in a while, that side has to get let out. You have to let that side out that wants to go do cocaine and stay up all night.
Wait, you did cocaine in Vegas?
I don't know.
You don't remember?
Don't know. I assume I didn't because it is a rich person's drug. And I don't have the type of funds to obtain something like that. Now, I might have done crack. That's cheaper, but I don't know. Vegas was a blur. It's a marathon, but I turned into a sprint. I'm saying that every once in a while, you just have to let it out. There's an animal. There's something fucking inside of you. There's something you got to let out. And if you just don't, that's bad news. That's bad news. Next thing you know, you're abusing your girlfriend.
Yeah, he might beat your ass.
Yeah.
Like Chris
But
Brown.
if you just let it out every once in a while, get your drink on. I got my girlfriend. She kind of understands that. Like when we went to that
Beer fest?
The beer fest thing, the whole time she was like, "Listen, you don't have to take me home. My friend will take me home because I know that you're going to go out after, and I don't want to go out."
That's very nice of her and understanding.
And I was like, "Oh, I'm not going to go out." But then people started asking me, like, "Hey, are you going with us to the tavern?" And I tried to contain it. I tried to stop it. But I knew that deep down inside, I was going to go to tavern. And I was going to continue to get drunk. And I did. I wasn't that drunk. I drove home. I was fine. But let him have his fun.
Yeah, we'll have a good time.
Yeah.
All right. Well, like us on Facebook, facebook.com/NKOTP1. Follow us on Twitter at New Kids on the Pod. See us on Instagram, also at New Kids on the Pod. Subscribe to us on iTunes, Stitcher, iHeartRadio, and YouTube. Shoot us an email like Poncho and Pikachu. newkidsonthepod@gmail.com. Leave us a voicemail, 774-40-NKOTP.
I'm just going to end it. I like these episodes when it's just me and you sometimes. I feel like Tony clutters it up.
You should listen to next when it comes out tomorrow. You should listen to our episode together. See what you think.
Let's compare.
Yeah.
I feel like we got a nice thing going on.
Yeah.
You know, give a little bit, take a little bit. We have great conversations.
Yeah. That's good. It's a fun time. Good time. So, Momba, in a world without Tony.
In a world without Tony, the world would be a better place. I take that back. I don't mean that.
In a world full of Tonys?
Tony's a great pal. In a world full of Tonys. My mom better watch out. Gross.
All right, guys. We will hopefully catch you next week once I get back. Kissies on your dickies.
How we said it, when it's dangerous, at a red light, but the things you sit around, it's so rich, oh you know this, girls stay focused to watch them, they spin around. Yeah, let the track ride, there we go. Look at DJ, look at me, look at down to the road, how we sing, girl, look it up, look it up, can't you see, check it out, look it down to the road.